So basically like this you can do it. Okay. So understood now.
Okay.
So just
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have to make sure, yeah, you should make sure key that sketch is done properly. I'll just show you this again. So this, I'll just remove this, delete. Okay. So these are this I created a sketch here. I created a spline here. Random sketches, all are random sketches. Even this is random sketch. This is random sketch. I created a closing point here. I created a closing point here. Closing point here. Then I took multi-section solid, and this was just because of system error. This was coming individual elements like edge and line. So I went to wireframe surface design. In wireframe surface design, we have a command called join. So in join, I selected all the lines and I gave OK. When I gave OK, join came. So this is this complete sketch. So I went to part design again. In part design, I did multi-section solid now. Same thing, selected the, I remove this, selected the first element, click here, selected the first element, selected the closing point, selected the second element. Now see again this is problems coming, see edge is coming. So I have done the join command, so I can just directly go here, select join. Again we are having the problem. It's a system error, purely system error. Select second, select this third, select this. So check the arrows, go to spine, and we got an error. That is because tangency and curvature is turned on. In tangency and curvature we are supposed to select the endpoints like we have done it in the examples. So just change this to ratios. I just put here. I click OK. Then rest of the other things we can do it. Rest
So
of the
in the drawing file,
mm-hmm.
they gave some dimensions to the no, the curves at the outline, not the spine.
Mm-hmm.
So how would we create a multi-section solid with those dimensions?
That is, you just have to select it as guide 1, guide 2. You don't have to do that also. You can just use a spline. It's up to you how you want to do it.
Okay. So should the guide curves be any, even if they are a single open curve,
Uh-huh.
they can be selected as a guide curve, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just update this. Okay.
Yeah.
Do modifications like this. Hmm. Like this, you can create the hook. So just try it.
Okay.
So probably the confusions you would have had is this one, right? This plane
Yeah.
and creating the circle. Second confusion you would have had is about what this closing point. This you would have missed out. So
Yeah.
if you and the ratio, third one would be that ratio. Accelerated tendency and curvature. So those three things are very common mistakes what people do. So once that is done, I think now you have a clarity, right? How to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so just do it. Try it. If you're not able to do it, tomorrow I'll do with dimensions. Okay.
Yeah. Sure. I'll try that.
Okay. We'll close this. We'll start drafting. So drafting workbench is over here itself. Mechanical design, part design, assembly design, sketcher, and here we have drafting. Okay,
Okay.
select drafting. Drafting is a completely different page, not page, workbench. So when you select drafting workbench, you'll get a dialog box like this stating ISO, all the standards. These are the standards of papers that you get. Okay, ANSI standard,
Okay.
ASME standards. So like this, we can select which one you want. I'll take an ANSI standard. So what paper you want, format, that which standard you want. Like this, you can select ISO if you want. ISO you can take, and here ISO standard. Which one? A4 you want? A4 you can select. Then which type, like in which position you want the sketch? Do you want the sketch in portrait mode or do you want it in landscape? So just like taking camera photos, you have portrait and landscape. So you can
Yeah.
select whichever you want and click OK. So you'll be introduced to this page. And one more thing, one problem, not problem, the thing about drafting is, see, to do any drafting, you should have the part model open. Okay, that's very important.
Okay.
So you should go to files, you have to open which model you're going to do. Beforehand, that should be open in the workbench. If you are doing this assembly, you
Okay.
should have the assembly parts ready. And just click open. So that assembly part should be ready. This is assembly part. Go to Windows, go to Drawing. First, we'll customize this. We'll put everything in its place. Okay, close this. Then here, let's drag it out. This press shift. Here we have something called views, which will be on top. So in this first one is front view. We can just pull this thing out from the drop down icon. So front view, we can select the front view of the object. So select this. Nothing is happening. That is because you have to go to your sketch and you have to select it. So select this and see, this is our part. First,
Mm-hmm.
you unhide this plane. See, this thing, some view is different now. See, this is again
I see.
perspective view.
Perspective.
Yeah, so go to views, render style, change to parallel. So select this plane. See, you'll get this body here. When you get this body, here you can see you're getting a compass. So this is to rotate. See, however you want to rotate it, you can rotate it. Okay.
Okay.
If you want to give any angle, here inside there's another arrow mark to give the angle of rotations. Accordingly, you can give. You can click in center or you can click outside to put it in place. Okay, see,
Okay.
this is in place now. So this thing, what you can do is you can just right click. Here you can go to properties. In properties, you have a lot of options. So here you can just increase. You can make it 2:1, twice the size. Apply. So you can see it has become twice the size. Now you can make it 5:1, make it even more larger. So that'll be enough. 5:1. Then if you want to show any hidden lines, you can turn it on. Center line if you want, you can select this. Then if any thread is there, to show that you can put this. Any axis if you want, you can show it. Select this. So you can see center axis, everything has come. The axis is not required. This one is not required. So okay, no, different. Apply. Center line comes when you have some circles or something. Okay, that's done. So size here you have to set the size. Here you have to set the hidden lines and everything. Graphic basically is this much. Okay, click OK. Okay, and these things you should hide. It'll look very weird in your sketch drafting.
Okay.
So hide those things. So much is enough. Okay. So then what do we have? Here we have view from 3D. Here we have projection views. Projection views basically what it does is it'll project. If you take the cursor near it, it'll project the views.
Mhm.
See left side, right side, or bottom side, top side, like this. It'll project. So I can just put it here. See left view. So which angular projection is this? If left view is here,
Um,
recollect. See this. First angle projection is turned on. See, always remember, if third angle means our right hand will be similar to this. Okay. If it is first
yeah.
angle, this will be opposite. In left first angle, everything is opposite now. Left will come here, left will go there, all those things. And in third angle, this is exactly right in front of us.
Yes.
So if you want to make a third angle projection, select third angle from here. Like this, you can do it.
Mhm.
Then whatever you're placing will be in third angle projection. Then sheet properties I have got. Sheet properties here that options. Okay, understood?
Yeah, Mr.
So you can get this left view. Similarly, projection, top view also you can put here, somewhere or whatever you want, you can do it. So just if you move this, everything moves. This is a parent. This is a child. Child will see this thing
Okay.
since it's left side, it'll only move in this direction. Okay, it won't go up or down. Okay, note that.
Mhm.
Then what else is there? We have to put the dimensions. So for dimensioning, here only we have this dimension tool. See, sketch tools are also there if you want to add any sketches or anything if you want to put. Dimensions are here. This is all dimensions. Plenty of dimensions you have. So you have see here all the dimensions. Whatever you want to put, you can put it like this. You have normal distance. You have multiple distance. Then here you have stacked dimension. Multiple things for this. You can create stack dimensions. So you can start from here to here to here. Like this, you can create stack dimensions.
Okay.
Multiple dimensions you can create. So you have multiple things. Your normal dimension, angle, radius, diameter, then chamfer. So all the dimensions whatever you want to give, you can give it here. I'll show you the shortcut. Here only we have one more option, auto dimension. Okay, auto dimension is here. So if you select
Mhm.
this, if you select the part, and if you click OK, automatically most dimensions will come into place.
Okay.
Click OK, and you have to arrange it like this. This you have to arrange it. Right click, go to properties. So your extension line, dimension line, regular you change, make it like this. See all this. or is diameters, radius, everything should be represented like this. Click OK.
Mm-hmm.
It should be represented like
Okay.
this. Like this it should be represented. Okay. Like this you can give the dimensions. Then in your thing you have see sheet background. Edit, you have to go to edit. In edit, go to sheet
Mm-hmm.
background. So here background, wait, we'll do that also. In sheet background, here we have this drawing, frames and title block. So that will be here on top only. I'll go to customize, I'll show you again. Toolbars, restore contents, click OK. Restore positions, click OK. Close this. So here on top, we have this title block.
Okay.
First one, select this, create, click OK. So you can see we got the title block. Designed by Vishnu Paramurath. All those things, whatever details you want to give, we can give those details. If you want to make any editing, okay, if you want to make any editing, you can just feel
Mm-hmm.
free to do it here itself. So here mirror command is there. Then you have your trim command. Double click on trim command. Get rid of all these things. All these things you get rid of. Get rid of these things also. Delete this. Delete this. Close it. Delete. What I'll do is I'll just take this. Here we have this translate command. So I told you before we can do this move command and everything in this. Turn this thing
Yeah.
off like this. Put it here like this. So with this you can move it. This got selected. This you just have to select properly. Once this is done,
Mm.
go to edit, working views. So you can see you can do the drafting like this. Here you can add the note. As per whatever standard you're doing this, like general tolerances you can give. Then refer IGS model you can give like that, but note you can give here. For writing that note, you can take this text. Here text symbol is there.
Mm-hmm.
Click over here. Write note point. If you press enter, it will go enter there. So for that, you have to press this Control Enter. If you press Control Enter,
Okay.
then it will come down. So here you can write refer general tolerances. Then again Control Enter. Then to as per ASME by 14.5 standard, like this you can give. Okay,
Yeah.
that note should be specified. Then here all these details should be given. Okay, then your drafting is
So how do
complete.
you edit the details for the title block?
Details to title block like this. Just have to see again, go to edit, edit, go to, where is that, sheet background. Here only you can just double click and write whatever you want. So double click, you can
Okay.
change this. Okay, you can completely
Yeah.
change the title block and you can save it separately whenever you want. You can take it from there. So here only we have more different samples. You can see whichever you want. You can just change this. And change it to this. I'll show one more thing. So here, now once I change the size of the sheet, imagine properties. Here, see, A4 is there now. A4 I'll make A3. Click OK. So what happens is this title block also is inside this only. So go to edit, sheet background. Go to this. Here what you do is resize. Apply and OK. So if you do this, it'll fit the page like this. Okay,
Okay.
and then here you have to again come back, put it here. You can increase the size of this properties. Here it is 1 is to 1. Make it 2 is to 1. Click OK. You can scale it with respect to page, or you can scale it with respect to this your model itself. So you can just right click here and you can go to properties and you can scale it with respect to this, or you can go there
Okay.
like this. You can, so like this you can sketch. Then here you can see this red line and blue line. So that basically is will helps you with all the positioning and everything. So sometimes what happens is
Mhm.
you won't get it. So if you look down, here you have display frame. So if frame is not there, you won't able to move it. You won't be able to move it. See, I'm not able to do anything now. So that's why you require this. Turn this thing on. Then you can move
Okay.
it around. And what else is there in this? Then you have this 3D model, projection of 3D models. For that, see here we have isometric view. So you can select this, go to your sketch, go to your model, select the isometric sketch. So like this you can select. So you'll get a, isometric, right? We had discussed it. So
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
you can just rotate how you want to, how visualize it, how you want the third person to see. Like that you can do it. Okay,
Yeah.
all 30-degree angles you get, and you can just click here if you want. You can enlarge it, properties, delete 3 or 4, whatever you want. You can.
So the scale is in respect to the model size, right?
Yeah. Then if you want to give color or anything to this, what you have to do is first go to this Windows supporting block. Here you just go to, see here, right click, go to graphic properties. In graphic properties, select this. Here you give some color, like this, some color you give, and then go to Windows drawing. You go, Here what you do is you go to right click, properties. So these things you saw, right? So 3D spec, 3D colors you turn on.
Mhm.
Then go down. Here we have view generation mode, exact view is there. So in this you go to raster, go to options.
Mhm.
So dynamic hidden lines is there. Shading with edges or something you select. Okay. Quality,
Okay.
normal quality is enough. Click OK. Apply. Okay, okay. So you can see that color image only you'll get it. Okay. If
Right.
you want to make it colorful, you can do that if you want. It's up to you. And there's a more. Like this you can do it. Understood?
Yes.
Okay. So only so much in drafting. Rest is our main things, our section views. So if you want to show section view, you have to go here. So for that, we'll open the body, start file, open. So you got an idea, right, about this?
Yeah.
Open.
Yes.
We'll open the body now. So this is a body. Now I want to do drafting in this. So go to start, mechanical design, open drafting. So here, see now, when you are going to select, see when you have the body open, now you are going to select the drafting. See here directly the last different kind of toolbox. So here it is empty sheet, first one. Then here we have all the views with isometric view. Okay, first is empty. Then we have all the views with isometric view like this. Click OK. You can see we got all the views, left, right, bottom,
Okay.
top, all the views with isometric view. And again we'll go start. Then he has simple three views like this: front, bottom, and right view. And here again, file, mechanical design, drafting. This is front, top, and left.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is same like this only. Then what we can do is here we have modified. Modify is when we get the other dialog box which we use there. Remember, the
Yeah.
initial
Yeah.
when we there selected, we got a landscape or whatever size dimension is there that we can select here. Okay,
Okay.
understood this? So click OK. I click OK. So the same thing. You have to go here, front view. You have to select front view. Go to Windows. In Windows, you select body.
Mhm.
In body, you select which front view you want. So I'll select this this plane and select somewhere. You'll select this. Okay, you'll get this. If you want to change, you can change from here like this or like this. However you want, you can change it. Once you have done it, leave it here and increase the size. It's very small it is. So go here, make it 5 times. Let's see. Yeah, much better. So you can just hide these two things. Don't put this ever. Then just drag it here. Okay. Then what we do is we'll select our section views.
Yeah.
So here in this, go with this only, the first one, because this thing what happens is exact. Also, you can see. Wait, let me select this. Let's select this. Put a line here. Then press double click here. Double click inside the box.
Mhm.
So here we're getting the outside area also, the circle also we're getting. So but if you select this, what happens is it's empty, background is empty.
Okay.
So that you leave. Wait. One more thing we'll do is projection. Why is open? Here is it. Select the circular entity. Okay. Now here, I'll just drag it up. Take section view. Select this. You select this to the center. Then select this and double click.
Mhm.
Wonderful. Some error is there again. Control Z you do.
Yeah.
Just okay. Okay. Delete this. Delete this also. Just let this be the parent. Hide this. Hide this. Select this. What is the sound? Go from here to the center. Do this one. Just put it here. So you can see this is what is
Mhm.
shown in that, right? Somewhere like this they have taken
Yeah.
the sections. And yeah, like this. I think you have to. Okay, it's okay. Fine. I get this. Okay, this thing is here. Okay, okay, okay. So like this, we can get that section. Okay, wherever you have two holes like this, take a section curve like this.
Okay.
Just, okay. So you can create sections using this. Then there will be certain details. Details means very small objects. So what happens is, see, so many values you have to give. So what everything will become cramped. So here we have something called
Yeah.
detail view. In views only it's there, detail view. So there what you do is you select this element. Okay. If you select this detail,
Mhm.
okay, just select this. Sort the intersect with the active view. Means from which you want to create. Okay, again this thing. Just right click this, activate view. So now you just take this circle, put it here, detail view. So this is again scaled view. Okay, I don't know why it's
Okay.
showing this. I don't understand. Just here you put it. Okay, so that part, this particular region is expanded, like is scaled twice. This is 5, but this is 10 times. So now what you can do is you can
Yeah.
detail this separately. You can give the value separately, because if you give everything here, it'll be too cramped, too confusing it'll be.
Mhm.
So for that you can put the detail view somewhere else, elsewhere you can put it. Okay,
Okay.
and what else you have? Then here somewhere, here, here, where is it? Mm, initial. Okay. Okay. So like this you can do it. Understood?
Mhm. Yeah. Understood.
Now we'll open that assembly. Product. Okay. So in assembly, what happens is we'll have a lot of parts, the bill of material and all those things you have to make, right? So that thing, what you
Yeah.
have to do is you have to go to analyze, bill of material. Okay, first you have to do this. First, go to analyze. bill of
Mm-hmm.
material. So you'll select this, define formats you give. So in this, what all things you want, that you select. Okay, you want product description, you can add it inside. If you want name, you can add it inside. If you don't want something, you can just push it back inside this. If you don't want something, push it back inside this. Number you put, like this you select and click OK. Okay, and click OK. That is done. Once that is done, then you open the drafting, mechanical design, go to drafting. In drafting, select whatever you want. I'll go with empty sheet. So here I'll take my projection front view. I'll go to view, assembly. I'll select my front view. This part I'll select. Okay. Then I'll go to sheet. This you just click somewhere. Go to sheet properties. Here enlarge it. I don't want it to be so small. 5 or 10 whatever you want we give. Still smaller. No, it is yeah, little big. I'll make it properties. I'll make it 3. Delete 3 enter 3 times. Much better. So put it here. Hide these things off. Hide these things off. Okay. Then here, if you want, you can give auto dimensions. Usually in assembly, you don't give that, but sometimes
Mm-hmm.
we have to. So you can select whichever component you want. See, all the dimension they show.
Okay.
So component you can select and click OK. It's showing you for your reference. So like this, you can get the dimensions. So it'll be too cramped. So whatever you want, you can select. You can delete. And what else you have? So this is assembly thing. Now bill of material. So for bill of material again, you have to go to insert. Here only here we have here in this auto dimension. Here we have
Mm-hmm.
generate balloons. Correct. Bill of material. You have to go here only. Go to insert. Here generation bill of material. In this advanced bill of material, select and click OK. Select inside this. Uh, so you'll get this bill of material. Whatever we selected there, those things is here. Right click, go to properties. Okay, in properties, go to feature properties. In feature
Mm-hmm.
properties, go to more. So now only BOM format is there. Some more parts will get added
Yeah.
now when you give more. We'll show balloons. Bill of material balloons is there, right? That generation also will show. For that
Okay.
reason, we are opening this. For that, adding balloons. So here you can see more things have been added. See reported properties. New things have been added here. So in this, you can see quantity, part number, type,
Mm-hmm.
nomenclature revision. All these three things are there. If you don't want anything, you can delete it. Delete it. So here now, if you want to add something, you can add. This first one is add. So in this, what you do is, let this be quantity. This thing you change. This you make item number. Make item number is very important for bill of material. Balloon
Yeah.
or something like SL number. SL number you write. Okay, it's very important. Okay, that is SL number. Then quantity. If you want to add something else, you can add something else. If you want to add part number is there. If you want to add weight, then here you can write mass. All those things you can add. Click OK. So all those things will be edited here. SL number, all those things. Okay. All
Okay.
those things will be added here. Then next is what? Our balloons. So for balloons, here only we have this option, generate balloons. Select generate balloons. So you can see automatically balloons have been generated, like you saw it in the drawing, right?
Right.
See,
Yeah.
so all those things you can just position this. So if you don't create this item number, na, what we did now in properties, then you won't be able to
Mm.
create this balloon generations. Okay, to create balloons, you have to first create the serial number. Only then you will get this. And bill of material, you can add whatever you want. Revision, description,
Okay.
all this editing, you can do it here. Okay, have you understood this?
Yeah.
So only so much in this. Then what else? Then if you want to create this scenes, something was there here. So if you go here, full you select, click OK, and here you explode all levels, fixed body, close this, select this, apply, OK, OK, OK. So you can create this, take photo of this scene, and you can exit
Okay.
this application scenes. One photo you have. So here, double click on scenes, close, photo windows, drawing. Here, open part, Windows, assembly. So select part on this. Oh, Windows, assembly, scenes, Windows. Okay. Mm, assembly, scenes. Yeah. So here we can rotate this plan or something, and you can just place it here. So like this, you can create scenes. I mean, like exploded view that you can arrange it there. After arranging, you can
Mhm.
so then you can do it like this. So you can show exactly where which part is coming. Then you can give the numbering bubbling. You can do it. Okay.
Okay.
Now for days, we'll reduce this. Delete. You will give. So you can make it smaller. Like this, you can do. So this have you understood?
Yeah. Yes.
So only so much in drafting. I think more is there in this. Can add more sheets. So here we can add more sheets. So current sheet cut piece, new sheet. So like this we can add more sheets for assemblies. First you do the assembly part, bill of material, then sheet 1,
Mhm.
sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4. Like this you can keep going. Okay. You can go to properties.
Okay.
You can rename it. Okay. Body means body. All those things you can rename it here like this. So in a structured way you can create the part list. Okay.
Okay.
Okay then. So only so much is in this. We'll do wireframe surface design tomorrow, and sheet metal day after
Okay.
tomorrow. Okay. So you have any doubts?
Sure.
Try to complete the thing hook today. If you have any doubts,
Yeah. Yeah. I'll try that.
Okay then. Wind up for today. Any doubts? Please feel
Okay.
free to call. Okay then, chalo. Good
Sure.
night. Good night.
Yeah. Thank you. Good night.
Just